I think right now we're in the eye of the storm, and I'm pretty bearish on, I think, when we're going to open. I really hope I'm wrong. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Heyday. We are a personalized skincare company that provides leading facials at an affordable cost. We have 11 shops across the country, most in New York, 3 in Los Angeles, and 1 in Philadelphia. We're around 400 team members at the company. We, in short order, made an announcement on that Thursday night of March 12th to actually close the stores as at close of business on Friday the 13th. That weekend previously was actually our best weekend as a business ever. So we went from one extreme to that following weekend where revenue was zero. As a leader, one of the most difficult things you can do is be in a position where you're telling your team that you're laying them off. The messaging was, hey, this isn't us letting you go. This is a temporary pause. We need to do what we can so we can welcome you back and keep the family together when it comes to reopening. The short-term impact and the stress and the anxiety that's going to come with, you putting somebody out of work, even for a short period of time, because I can't even give them assurances of when they'll be hired back. Obviously, as a business, you then look at where you can aggressively cut costs and, push things back, cancel things. It forces you to be, and challenges a lot of your preconceived notions on what you ultimately needed to run a company. And that's a process that I know everybody's going through. I don't really know what the future looks like. I think while you've got your moments where you want to hope for the best, I think in this situation, you've got to be prudent and plan for the worst. I think for us, there's a few areas, beyond looking at costs and figuring out where you can preserve cash as best you can. I think part of that is where you negotiate, with vendors, where we can, certainly for us with landlords, which is a big cost of the business. And I think we're in an environment where there's some landlords to date that are really accommodating and appreciate the new paradigm that we're in. I think you've got others that are a little unrealistic and, sort of expecting rent payments in full for April. So I think with some of those, there's going to be a bit of a process. Obviously, a big area for us, as it is for so many other service-based businesses, is, what does government support and assistance look like? I think we still don't have clarity around exactly, what that means. I think where the government can lean in and give direct support, that's certainly one component. I think indirect support can also come through, other services like insurance. A lot of us in the industry, we've got business interruption insurance protection, and generally you've got these exclusion clauses of which viruses are part of that. The biggest unknown is, are we going to be closed for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months? I think all you can do right now is scenario plan, and it gives you a range of outcomes, and you can then look at various cases and play what ifs, and they're different what ifs depending on the hour of the day and how you're feeling. And then that backs into, I think, a range that any business will need for cash to get through the next 12 months. Again, in a way where you hope that the numbers and the reality is better than that. But let's be prudent and assume we're in for a pretty dire period in the short term. Despite all of what's happening out there and how terrible that is, there's some real moments to, I think, sort of pause and celebrate how we're coming together and doing the right work and doing it the right way. I mean, I appreciate the ridiculousness of the statement that the social distancing and Zoom video has arguably brought us closer together than we've ever been as a company. I think when you look to silver linings and, seeing some of the benefits here, I think we do come out of it stronger. And I think for people on a broader basis, I think if this helps to adjust some of our priorities and what's important to us, sort of outside of work, then I think there's some good things here to lean in and celebrate.